G'day, welcome to Mt.Coramba Apiculture. Another beautiful sunny day, 9th of September 2021. Just about to put the nucleus hive into my 7-frame Flowhive. It's a Flowhive 2, so it's got the ventilated bottom board and the tray underneath and the adjustable legs. So I've got it all set up on its little base there. It's fairly level, with the level on the sides level and the one at the back's level, as they recommend you do, and it gets the level hive right to extract. So going to swap this nucleus hive into this box. This is bigger than you'd normally get a nuke, so a nucleus hive would typically be 4 or 5 frames. These are 6-frame nukes, and it's a double decker, so I've just added an extra one to give them more space because I was a bit short of larger hives. So this will basically be, so there's 12 frames in here going into a 10-frame hive, so I'll leave a couple out, and this will be pretty much ready. I'll just let them settle down, and I would think I'll be putting the flow super on pretty much straight away. If you're putting a 4-frame or a 5-frame nuke in, you're going to have to wait till they fill the box out. Okay, so these flow boxes need to be, these flow hives need to be full of bees and boiling over with bees before you put those flow frames on. Otherwise they'll take a lot longer to work. You need a strong hive and a good nectar flow to get them to use the flow frames. So this will be part of a series, just go through the process of how I run a flow hive. This is the way I do it. Plenty of others will tell you that it's the wrong way, but this is the way I do it. So we'll get started and get these bees into this flow hive. I just want to take this off. Sit that there. Get as much brood out of here as I can. Nice empty frame. Not a lot in that. Into some brood there. See the seal brood. Quite a good pattern. 3. Good frame of brood. 4. Frame 5. Frame 6, that's quite empty, so there'll be more brood up in this top box. See what's going on. Get these out. Quite a lot of drone brood in that frame. I'll put it on the side here. The way it can come out when I do some brood management. More drone brood. Don't really want that in my flow hive. There's a nice frame of worker brood. That's a cracker. Go in there. Another nice frame of worker brood. That's a great pattern there, good queen. That in the middle here. Take that frame of drone brood out. One, two, three, four, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we want one more. Touchy these bees. So there's our last frame. That's another good one, a worker brood. Let's try and fit this in. Bit back this frame. I'll pull this one out. That in there. Push them right across. That should fit in. That's good. That's quite a tight fit. Always make sure that the surface of the comb aren't touching the edge of the boxes, or you'll have problems with small hive beetles. That looks pretty good. Shake the rest of these bees in. So there's my bees in there. That's pretty much full. I'm going to put that flow super on in the next couple of days. So that'll be the next video. Normally it might take, depending on seasonal conditions and where you are in the world, it can take, you know, a few weeks or a month to build up from 4 or 5 frames into 10. But this is already there. So I'll throw this lid on. So these have got little screws on the side, you can tighten that up. After a week or so the bees glue everything together anyway, so it's together pretty well. So these flow boxes are designed to have they've got a tray in them that you can put oil or lime or diatomaceous earth in to trap and kill beetles. I'm not a fan of trapping beetles. I don't think it makes much difference. I do like the ventilated bottom board, so I'll see how this goes. I'll trial it with oil and I'll trial it without the board as well, the tray in the bottom as well. So we'll just see how that goes. So they are just reorientating to that hive, and you can see them fanning there, bees going in. So as I said, I've got a pretty the method that I use with flow hives. I'll show you how I do them. You can decide how you do it. It's up to you. I really advise you to, when looking after your bees, particularly flow hives, stay off Facebook, because you're going to get sent down a rabbit hole. A lot of the people that have flow hives are new, and they're just regurgitating the same rubbish they've seen on Facebook. A lot of it's wrong. So I'll tell you the way I do it, and once again it's up to you whether you take any notice of me or not. But yeah, I'm pretty firm in the way these things should be looked after. So, alright, we'll leave that there. We'll let them settle down, and I'll probably put that flow super on in a couple of days, and we'll just see how they go getting up and working it. Welcome to Mt.Coramba Apiculture. It's a couple of days after I put the bees into this 10 frame super brood box. So I decided I'm just going to throw the flow super on and see how they go. Reasonably strong population, or it will be soon, with all the brood that's in there. And we're on a good nectar flow as well at the moment, so nice sunny spring days. Beautiful clover flowering around here. There's acres and acres of it. It's really, nectar's really coming in, so it's a good time to put the flow super on. So show you what the bees look like inside. So you can see, you know, not boiling with bees, but they're certainly covering every frame. And you saw in the first part of this video how there's brood in nearly every frame here. So the population of this hive is going to increase very rapidly in the next couple of weeks. Good queen going in there, so this will be good for to start working on these flow frames. So despite what people tell you, the only things that influence how quickly they use these flow frames is the hive strength, so the number of bees in the brood box, and a nectar flow. Nothing else matters. Despite what you see on Flowhive forums and Flowhive Facebook sites, no amount of good intent or fairy dust sprinkling or wax rubbing or sugar syrup spritzing or unicorn poo out the front of the hive, it doesn't matter. Nothing will induce those bees to go up and use those flow frames apart from lots of bees and a good nectar flow, okay? And I'll demonstrate it by showing you how. So this hive's nice and strong. You can see bees on all the frames once again, and we're on a good nectar flow. So all I'm going to do is throw the queen splitter on. This is the plastic one supplied with a flow hive, so we'll see how that goes. Nothing wrong with them. Certainly metal ones are more durable. And put our flow super on. There it goes. Always make sure that they're all lined up at the back. And they're pushed to the back of the hive like that. There is a little screw in here that you can wind out and push it tight against there, but I don't bother. The bees will gum it all up, and I just make sure they're all pushed towards the back of the hive and they're all lined up properly down there, which they are. So it's also important always make sure that your cells are in the right position, and you do that by pulling that end cap out, putting your key in, putting it in the top slot, giving it a couple of good turns, and that makes sure that everything's lined up like that. I've done that with this hive, so I won't bore you with all that. Right, so That's our flow sweeper on. If you're interested in reading more about this sort of thing, I've got a blog on my website. I'll put a link in the comments under the video. Why aren't my bees filling my flow frames? That goes through what I've just been talking about, but you know, it always comes down to hive strength and nectar flow. That's all that matters. That's what beekeepers have been doing for hundreds of years, and that's the way they understand it. So you know, if rubbing with wax and spritzing with sugar syrup makes you feel better, then by all means do it. But I can assure you, it makes very little difference in the big scheme of things. So these frames are fully drawn, and the bees accept them readily. So if they've got no other choice than to go in here and start putting honey in there, that's what they'll do. So we'll keep working on this hive and keep doing videos just explaining how they work, and hopefully you can learn something from it and get a better experience from the flow hives and better information than the Facebook sites are providing you. Alright, that's it.